What's going on, guys? It's the Cons Rusty here, and I wanted to make a video today, pretty much showing off the Eden editor on Arma 3 and maybe giving you a few tips or kind of just a quick run through and actually how it works. First of all, I'm fairly impressed with it. It's turned out quite well. I didn't. I was using the beta version of it, and had a lot of problems with crashing on my PC. So this one I actually have had pretty much no trouble with. I think I had one crash, alright, but besides that, I've had pretty much no trouble. And it's actually quite good in the sense that it gives you a lot of ability to make these kind of situations that would be pretty difficult to do in the old 2D editor. So I'll just give you a quick run through basically of how it actually works. So you have the same, well, it's similar to what the system was when it came to actually placing stuff down. So let's say now I wanted a APC, you can just place it down no bother. Now I'm actually using RHS mods here, so these are just adding American stuff like gear like that. Now if you want to add in a empty vehicle, so like a vehicle like an empty Humvee or something like that, so you can tell your squad to get into it, etc., etc., you can hold down, when you're clicking down, hold down Alt, and it'll become yellow, and then you can, so you see it's blue, when you hold down Alt it becomes yellow, and you can place it down, and that's empty, so that means that your team can get in there no bother. That's one thing anyway. Another thing now is, another thing that's actually quite interesting with the editor, oh wait, actually, yeah, you can place down single units like this, obviously enough, you know. You can hold down shift and move your mouse around. That will let you point them in whatever direction you want. Yeah, and you can actually select both of them, and then you can manipulate both of them together. You know, yeah. So it's pretty much similar to the 2D editor in that sense. Now, there's actually a couple of interesting things you can do. First of all, if you want to group these guys together, let's say if you want to put them together, you're gonna have to right click on it and then go group two, and then you can group the two of them together, and then they'll be a group like that. Now if you want to, for instance, now actually one of the best things that they've added, I think, to the editor is the fact that you can bring up the virtual arsenal through the editor rather than have to go out into the arsenal, get the script to get the gear you want, and then put it into the unit later. Now let's say if I want to change M249 para, let's go with something like Russian floor. Okay, this is just for the sake of showing it off. Okay, that didn't work. Let's try that again. It mightn't work actually because they're two different. Oh yeah, there it is. So look, you can see that. So basically, if you want to like kind of change up your group a lot, for instance, like let's say now you want to do something like a SEAL group or something like that. Let's put down infantry squad. So look, they're all in their UCP uniforms and all that, like with their M4s. If I want, I can just change all them now to a let's give him a Marpat uniform. You get the gist anyway. Marpat helmet. That's actually AOR1, not Marpat, but yeah, it's fine. And you can see all the units will follow suit like that. This is actually pretty handy. It saves quite a significant amount of trouble, especially if you want to do kind of similar units like this. Another handy thing, now I don't know if this is in the 2D editor, so that might have been the case, but let's say now if I want to add in put them into a helicopter. So let's say we've got this like that. Actually, well, we'll put it up in the sky a little bit. Now, one second, we're gonna have to give that a name. So let's say, for instance, I give this one. Let it load. Okay, give the variable name Echo 1. One second, we'll actually move you out the way just so you don't get selected by accident. And Go attributes, go this, move in cargo echo 1. Now usually you'd have to do that for each one of them, but seeming as I selected them all, they'll all spawn inside of the helicopter now. So that's actually pretty handy. It saves a lot of trouble when you're setting up helicopters and stuff like that. Now, for waypoints now, you have to just shift and right click. And you can actually raise them up as well, so you can make it so that let's just do transport unload here, and we can actually just see how that will work. So you can set up like helicopter missions and stuff like that quite easy actually. It's pretty handy, honestly. Like it does quite a lot. And as well, if you want to do things specific like raids now or something like that, like building to building, you can go in easily enough and just like throw down units and make them kind of hold these buildings and stuff like that, which I think is pretty cool. Like it was kind of a bit of trouble to actually get units to go specific places in the editor, but in the 2D editor. But I mean, it's significantly easier in this. I'll just show off now the helicopter. Yeah, show inside these helicopters are pretty sick. These mods, this helicopter comes from RHS. It's the Marine Corps helicopter. I can't think of the name now. The UH. Now, you can also what's also handy about this is that you can like set up bases quite easy. In comparison to what it was, you'd have to do a lot of guesswork and all that previously. Now you can actually make them significantly easier. Now they actually have preset ones as well. So like, well, no, they're guerrilla camps, military outposts. So you got like, you can just place all of them down and make like a kind of a camp pretty easy. But the actual editor works quite easy when it comes to put stuff like what's another actual wall. So if you want to make up like bases yourselves as well, you can like do stuff like that, like using these sand barriers. You know. It's honestly it's actually quite easy to do a lot of things with this. There's not much else really I could say about it, being honest. I think it's really good. Like I'm happy that they added it properly. Like besides what it was in the beta. It's good. Like it adds a lot to the game. I mean, it's definitely a lot easier than using the 2D editor, and like you can set up proper things. Like, I mean, if you want to actually go through clearing buildings and stuff like that, it works far better than the old 2D editor, because with 2D editor a lot of things sometimes they wouldn't spawn where you want to, and there's a lot of guessing and all that. Like for this now, all I have to do is just go like, I want one guy here, one guy here, one guy here, and one guy here. Do you know what I mean? And then I can just set my guy up here, attributes, player, and you have pretty much like a quasi raid mission, you know what I mean? So I mean, like, look, I'm glad they added it, because it's definitely something that was missing from the game. A good editor. The AI could definitely be better than this. So that's the editor.